Hey, good day. This is Jeff Whitney at the Dog Trot in the shop, which, by the way, is 98% clean. Maybe about 85% organizing more. Well, about 85% of it's organized. But, anyways, what I'm here in to show you, let me just do a real quick sweep, then you can see kind of what it looks like. Little jazz music in the background. We got new speakers on the porch, one of the porches, the north side, and we'll be doing the south side here later on this week, hopefully. Anyways, here is my finds from this last weekend. This last weekend at one particular store, I spent $30. And I just want to show you some of the finds. Some of the finer ones and some of the not so fine. This is not so fine, but it's utilitarian. This is just a little art kit. Old bowling pin, cases, just little knickknacks or whatnots for shelves. A couple of bobbleheads, some different metal cups, or glass cups. A small vase from New Orleans for seafood. A couple of trays. A couple more boxes. A interesting hot plate back there that dates back into the 1950s, 60s style. This little pile here is my Save of Me pile and some cleaning rags. And this is a sewing kit, which it's got all the stuff in it. I thought it was kind of interesting that this actually lifts out and it's full of stuff. So, handy old-time sewing kit. A little damage on the lid there, not too bad. A casted clown, which can either hang on the wall or just sit there. This little vase here got broke, so that will go into the repair department. A couple of kind of old trays, silver coated, one's aluminum. Ashtray, heavy glass ashtray, or small floating flower. Something colorful for the wall. Another little box, like that. And this was basically my find. There's about 58 pieces in here. And I'm going to now turn around and flip these. So, with that said, I'm going to pick out what I'm going to go and take down to the store tomorrow and price it out and see if I can beat my 30 mark and still make a profit. Because remember, on that 30 mark, I've got to cover my rent, and I need to, well, a portion of the rent, and the sales commission. Oh, by the way, this is one really interesting one here. I'm going to research this a little more. It came from France. I can't quite tell what the logo is, but I'll work on it. It holds hair. Women used to fashion it to make their buns, take their hair that they brushed out and put it in there. That's about the only unique thing I got out of this, except for a gift from Jeff. And he was nice enough to give me this old drawing board. Now, I don't think it was made in the 1800s, but it has on it Milton Bradley. And there's a date on it. That's for the first patent, December 3rd, 1889. Milton Bradley was a very famous game maker. I'm keeping that, so that's a keeper. And the stool below it is a large version of a Cooper stool, which dates back to the early 1900s. I'm keeping that for now. And a couple other things over in my little hidden stash here. Uh, well, I'll be selling these eggs, definitely. These are for microwaving scrambled eggs. And, but this is a game here. All this here I'm just saving. Anyways, everything's wiped down, so now comes the fun part, is pricing this out and seeing if at the end of the day, I meet my mark, in which I'm quite sure I'll triple my mark on this and pack it off and put it in the store. And as you can see, I took all the boxes out of here. So my game plan is they're all heavily tarped. One at a time I will take out and I will completely sort out and put it where it properly needs to go. So with that said, I'm going to go on and price, and hopefully tomorrow morning, I'm shipping out to pick up Grace, and I'll drop off a box of already priced product. And in that way, I price it here. It's nicer to work in the shop. I've got a nice clean spot. This table will be all cleared off and ready for the next project. And I only do this on Saturdays. I only shop on Saturdays, and I only go to really one store. And that's about as far as I want to go with this hobby, and just let it build from there. But tomorrow I'll show you, we'll do a walkabout, even though the grass needs to be cut, we'll do a walkabout and show you what has been going on. So we start off August ready for fall, and all missiles or all hands on deck, because this ship here is going to start sailing, and I'm going to start putting more stuff together and being more inspired. And I hope that this inspires you, and to learn how to control your hoardism, and by taking your product when you're sell it off. That's just sell it off, or place it somewhere. But you can control hoardism. I know. I'm working at controlling mine, and it's a hard battle sometimes. But a lot of friends behind me have backed me and supported me, and so I'm pushing strongly ahead to improve my life, and hopefully it improves somebody else's life. And my life is here at the Dog Trot and sharing with you, and hopefully you'll share with me. But thank you anyways for viewing, and special thanks to Scott's Hardware in Angie, Louisiana, and the Piggly Wiggly, which is my favorite place to shop. And also Cross the Tracks, where I have my booth there, which is a kind of a tiny little cabin. This is where all of my products go, and they get displayed on the wall, or the shelves, wherever they fit. But folks there at Cross the Track are real friendly. Stop by. It's right next to the auction house, right off of 21, right after you get past the first blinking light. It's the second blinking light. You'll see the signs. But anyways, I thank everybody out there, and we're working to have a much more productive and fun show, and by sharing the past culture, the past crafts and things like that. That's where my goal is to go to. The little stuff here is to support the bigger habit obtaining information and building a story and sharing that with people. And, if nothing else, archive it and document it for the next group of aliens that land. But I'm looking forward to progressing to where this is a once a week show on YouTube, and I would hope that you will support me in this. I don't ask for donations, but I do have a slot there if you want to donate something. That's fine with me, but I prefer you to shop at my store. And you mention the show, I'll work out a special deal with you. But this is how I fund it, is selling little bitty things and funding this, and I fund also my ventures in cyberspace, which hopefully you guys will get to watch some of the cartoons and stuff I do there. And it's similar to here. But anyways, thank you much. This is Jeff Whitney at the Dog Trot, your host with the most, bringing you another episode of Live at the Dog Trot. Thank you.